Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Welcome back to the bungalow. Ghostcob here with a cup of mud. I was going to do a funny little skit for Pipe Week off of the Mike Week theory of Boca de Boynton. And with the latest developments in our community, I thought that it would be more fitting to dedicate this week's Fine Five Friday to a great and upstanding member of our community, none other than Mr. LaDon Mott, aka Briar Blade. If you knew LaDon, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you do not know LaDon, the best thing to do is to go to your YouTube, go to your search bar, and type in LaDon Mott Yabo or Briar Blade Yabo. You'll see exactly why everyone is, why everyone thinks so much of him. His pipe collection, his tobacco cellar, and his knowledge was absolutely, bar none, amazing. And what's even more amazing than that is his willingness to share any and all of it. What an amazing guy. I remember one time I was struggling with rope tobacco or twist tobacco. And he called me up and he was like, "Hey, you know what you're doing wrong, right?" And I'm like, "No." I said, "But I know this, LaDon. I'm ready to throw it away." I said, "I'm down to just a little bit left of it, and I'm just fed up. I can't figure it out." He's like, "It's all right." He goes, "Here's what you need to do. Do you have one of these? An old cigar cutter that goes the whole way through?" I'm like, "Yep, get it, okay? Get your rope, okay?" He said, "Now cut very thin slices off of it. Cut about 5 or 6 of them." So I did. "All right, rub that out and let it dry for about an hour or so." He said, "Because it's going to be really moist because of it being so concentrated and compacted." Okay. He said, "Then when you pack it loose, not super loose, but, you know," he said, "push it a little bit." He said, "And then drop some in and push it in a little bit and do that like maybe 2, maybe 3 times if you can on your pipe." He said, "But don't force it." He said, "And then light her and let her go." And I did that after we'd hung up, you know, an hour or so had passed. I thought, here we go. So I did it. And I was thinking nothing but the worst because at that point, I had tried a couple of different pipes, a couple of different things. I was just, you know, and sure enough, it went off without a hitch. I kind of chuckled. I'm like, I gotta call him back and face the "I told you so." Called him back and all he did was chuckle. And then he says to me, "There you go. You got her now." I was like, "Yeah." I said, "Man, I don't know how to thank you." He goes, "No." He goes, "That's what I'm here for." He says, "You know," he says, "I didn't know at one point either. Somebody had to show me." He said, "But that's what we have to do. We have to help one another out." Not once did I hear "I told you so" or any wisecracks. Not one. Not one. Never treated me like I was an idiot. Never treated me any other than with the utmost respect. And I tried my very best to do the same for LaDon. Hence why I'm doing the Fine Five Friday dedicated to him, because he is so well deserving of it. And I remember one time we were talking, and he said about he was making some cigar tampers. These things are awesome. And he said he needed some bands. And I'm like, "Oh, I got you there, bro." And he's like, "Oh, that's right. You are a big cigar smoker." I said, "Yes, I am." He said, "Do you have a couple bands you could spare?" I'm like, "Yeah, I could send you 5 or 6. All right, cool. Well, I didn't send him 5 or 6 because we had sent Christmas cards to each other every year. So what I did was I went over and got into our Christmas card stash. And you know those big, huge honking envelopes that they put Christmas cards in? I jammed that thing full of bands. I probably fit about 50 bands in it, I think. Maybe more, I don't know. I know I jammed her full. And, you know, taped her shut, labeled it, put a stamp on it, and sent it off to him. And he made other tampers. And then he ended up sending me, well, Harriet Herfer from Herferville sent me this one. And then he sent me this one with a couple others, which I'd given out to some of my buddies. And I put the Blanco 9 band on it. He said, I left them go empty. He said, that way you can put whatever bands you wanted on them. So I said, well, I appreciate that, man. Really, really do. So, yeah, what a classy guy, man. LaDon is all class. There's just no other words to express it. If you are a praying type, please keep his wife, his children, his grandchildren, and all the YTPC members that were extremely close to him in your thoughts and prayers at this time. It is a very, very difficult time for them, and we just need to all band together. So keep an eye out also on Herferville's channel. They're going to be doing a Zoom thing, I believe, at some point maybe for LaDon. And also, Jason Mouton is going to be doing, J Mouton Pipes is going to be doing a raffle of some kind to raise money for the family. So keep an eye out on his channel as well, please, if you already do not watch those channels. So I would leave the name and the link down below for LaDon's channel. But if you really want to get to know LaDon without talking to him, just type in Briar Blade Yabo or LaDon Mott Yabo. It'll amaze you how many videos pop up. His generosity is just absolutely crazy. So we've lost another good one, folks, and just keep them in our thoughts and prayers. And until we can get together and pack a pipe or smoke that great cigar, let all what you do be done in love. Y'all take care and God bless. LaDon, my friend, rest easy.